Mbappe missed 4 matches for the French national team to rest and recover, but the player's problems are increasing. Didier Deschamps stated the reason why Kylian is playing so poorly in Madrid and also intends to take the captain's armband from Mbappe. Hot news. Let's discuss today. Watch this video until the end. In the meantime, let me remind you that Madrid is holding auditions, looking for the right player for the winter transfer window. That's why we're also keeping a close eye. Agents from all over the world are offering the club center backs. Over 100 calls and offers during this time, but so far, nothing concrete. And now there's information that no transfers are planned at all. There are Rudiger and Asensio. Tchouaméni can play in the center of defense, and there's also Camavinga. We're waiting for Alaba's return. Apparently, that's how Carlo will solve the problems. At the same time, there's good news. Rodrigo and Vasquez were spotted at training. They are recovering faster than expected and will surely play against Liverpool in the Champions League on November 27th. We're also waiting for Courtois to return. He's also working with the main group. Carlo also tested Asensio in the right-back position, just in case for the future. The first team's demands are tough, but I think the Madrid Academy is ready. We just have to wait for the opportunities that arise from certain circumstances. Obviously, the best football academy in the world is the Madrid Academy. Raul Gonzalez reminds us that in tough times, we need to trust our young players, which is mostly not done in the main squad of Madrid. What can we say if Madrid is currently making the fewest substitutions in Spanish? La Liga. The first ones to come off the bench are Modric, Rodrigo, and Diaz. The reserves have a total of 3 goals and 5 assists. At the same time, Endrick and Güler often remain on the bench, which, of course, makes them unhappy, and we can understand that. What is Endrick thinking? He looks at the example of another young Brazilian, Vitor Roque, who came to Brazil with high hopes but never fit into the team. He then went on loan to Betis, where, by the way, he is currently doing very well and scoring quite a bit. And now Endrick understands that he can also take this path. There is crazy competition in Madrid's attacking line. There's Mbappe, Vini Jr., Brahim Diaz, whom we will talk about soon, Rodrigo, of course, and there's no place for Endrick here. Moreover, Carlos simply doesn't trust him. It must be said that the young Brazilian doesn't express any complaints. He just works hard and waits for his chance. But it seems he might not get that chance this season, because there's already information that Madrid is considering loaning Endrick out. And the club Valladolid in the Spanish La Liga is mentioned. Valladolid is owned by Ronaldo, so possibly in January, Endrick will go there for playing time. Those who have been subscribed to the channel for a while, and subscribe now if you haven't already, probably remember that as soon as Endrick arrived last summer, we discussed that it would be good for him to spend this year somewhere outside of Madrid, in Valladolid or any other team, to simply adapt to the Spanish La Liga, to gain experience, and ultimately just to play. They didn't do that, but it might happen now in January, not because Endrick is bad or because he can't play, but simply because he needs time to adapt. And it's best to do that somewhere else given the high competition in Madrid. And who are we expecting in the starting lineup for the upcoming match against Leganés in Madrid? Of course, Brahim Diaz. He is in amazing form. 3 goals for the Moroccan national team. And this season, he has 8 goals and 2 assists in 13 matches. Just fantastic. I am very proud to wear the Morocco jersey. My dream is to make history with the Moroccan national team. We really hope that Brahim Diaz will also make history in Madrid. Despite all the interest from Milan lately and the fact that Brahim Diaz hasn't been playing much for Madrid. It's easiest to follow Madrid players in the national teams these days through the Madrid Fans app. You'll find the link in the description of this video. Download it. Everything is convenient and quick there. You will like it. Mbappe has played in the striker position with the last 2 club coaches. He doesn't have Olivier Giroud's profile, but a lot depends on the opponent. He can play in various positions. How to use him is up to the clubs. The head coach of the French national team, Deschamps, continues to be tormented by questions about Mbappe. He is revealing more and more information. We've talked several times about where it's convenient for Mbappe to play, and Deschamps hasn't revealed any secrets. This is indeed the striker position, but we'll talk a bit later about what can be done in this situation. And here's some news that might be quite unpleasant for Mbappe. Kylian didn't go to the French national team. In October and November, first, he had an injury, and now he needed rest to recover. But I want to remind you that Mbappe is still the captain of the French national team. And on this matter, Deschamps wants to talk to him. He wants to ask what Mbappe thinks about his future. And if he doesn't plan to continue coming to the French national team, Deschamps wants to take the captain's armband from Mbappe. They say Deschamps intends to give the captain's armband to Kone, Tchouaméni, or Kanté, who regularly played for the national team. I immediately look at the fans' reactions. There are all sorts of opinions. Let's also check in with these emotions and see if Mbappe should have the captain's armband taken away. I don't think he wants that. He should just completely distance himself from the French national team and focus on his career at Real Madrid. Mbappe is Deschamps' favorite player. It's just sad that the media creates this tense atmosphere between them. Mbappe has a lot to offer the French national team. What the hell is he doing? It's so confusing. Is he really refusing to play? Or did Deschamps not call him up because of poor form? It's a shame if he didn't want to. You're the damn captain. I would strip him of the captain's armband and not call him up to the national team in the future if he's not going to represent it. I love Mbappe, but there has to be a deeper reason why he's not playing for his country. You know, there's a deep reason why he's not playing for his country. It's the depression that Mbappe seems to be going through. We've talked about this multiple times too. The missed opportunities are right here in the head. They're in the player's physical condition. And Mbappe is unhappy right now, which is why he's taking these breaks from the French national team. Furthermore, for those who criticize Mbappe for not going to the French national team, I'd like to remind you that the Nations League is a replacement for the friendly matches that used to happen. And in general, big players can skip Nations League matches because of the very tight schedule. And besides, there are other issues, like Mbappe's, for example, of a psychological nature. Just know that everything happening with Mbappe is funded by Arab money as a form of revenge. You can clearly see how the media has started to put heavy pressure on him since he left PSG like this. They won't stop at anything to destroy him. And it's already happening. It's very interesting because ever since he signed with Real Madrid, all of France is turning away from him. Real Madrid is his home. I'm against any conspiracies from Arab forces and the idea that all of France has turned against Kylian Mbappe. But I also don't see much support from France for Kylian Mbappe either. This definitely affects the player, no doubt about it. But at the same time, I continue to support Mbappe, and I have only one complaint about him. He has been playing as a number 9 for several years, but he doesn't want to learn and progress in that position. Thierry Henry talked about this. I agree with that opinion. Kylian Mbappe must acknowledge the reality. He is a number 9. He needs to progress in this position, but there is no progress. We don't see it. I think that Mbappe dreams the most in life of returning to his favorite left wing, exploiting his talent. But we have Vinicius Jr. playing there in Madrid, and that's impossible. And here I ask the next question. Why did you invite Mbappe? Okay, I understand why you invited Mbappe, but why can't you, Carno, the coaching staff, figure out how to combine Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. on the field and how to utilize Mbappe's strengths first? Why hasn't this happened, and why is it still not happening? That's my main question. For example, there's the option to put Mbappe on the left wing, while Vinicius Jr. played the number 9 position last season. Just swap them at least in one match and see how Mbappe looks on his left wing throughout the game. Why doesn't Carlo do this? Why does Deschamps also mislead us a bit when he says that Mbappe plays as a number 9 at the club? So I also put him in the number 9 position for the French national team. But then he says after a while that Mbappe can't play as a number 9. It's all very strange, and yet Mbappe, who has incredible talent and the best abilities to play on the left wing, the coaches can't seem to find a way to position him harmoniously so that Mbappe enjoys playing. This is very strange to me. It's been 6 months in Madrid, and this problem still isn't being solved. So to sum up, it's not just about Mbappe himself, but also about the coaches who can't figure out what to do with Mbappe. Write in the comments what you think about this. I would love to read everything. I'm just tired of this situation that we keep discussing regularly. Perhaps the upcoming match against Leganés will give us more answers to the questions raised. I believe in Madrid. I've already placed a bet on a confident victory over Leganés. You can do it too. You'll find the link in the pinned comment. And the promo code you see on the screen will triple your deposit right away. It's a wonderful offer. Grab it immediately. Subscribe to the channel, like this video if you enjoyed it, and check out other videos on the channel. Thank you for your attention. We believe in Real Madrid, and goodbye.